Depending on, oh my goodness, out 3-1 Navarro, we don't know!
Hindi maikakaila na isa ang bansang Pilipinas sa mga may malalakas at magigiting na boksingero. Buong pusong lumalaban at ibinibigay ang buong lakas sa bawat laban. Kaya naman, hindi pa nga po nangangalahati ang taong 2025 ay may mga boksingero na nga po tayong mga nagtagumpay sa mga naganap ng kani-kanilang bawat laban. Mga nagpakitang gilas at itinaas ang bandila ng Pilipinas pagdating sa sports na boxing. Isang kababayan nga po natin na boksingero ang nilait-lait at minalit ng isang Amerikano bago ang kanilang bakbakan. Isang undefeated na Amerikano na may kartadang 8 panalo at 3 dito ay tinapos nito via knockout. Inakala nga po ng undefeated na Kano na si Luis Rubalcaba na magiging madali ang kanyang laban at hindi nga pagpapawisan kontra sa Pinoy. Malaki nga din po ang kumpiyansa ng Kano dahil na din sa height advantage nito na 5'11", samantalang ang Pinoy naman ay 5'3" lamang. Ang Pinoy nga po na kanyang minaliit dahil sa kartada nito na 1 panalo, 3 talo at 1 tabla, ito'y walang iba kundi si Josaphat Navarro. March 8, 2025, naganap ang kanilang bakbakan sa mismong baluarte ng mayabang na Amerikano sa Fox Theater Pomona sa USA. Kaya naman ating silipin mga idol kung anong laban ang ipinakita dito ng Pinoy sa kalaban na ng maliit sa kanya.
In his home of the Philippines, and he's been fighting in the States recently. And for Rubalcaba, 3 of his fights down in Mexico, 5 in the U.S. You know, you get a lot of guys that bank wins in their early fights in Mexico. He's evened it out nicely early as Rubalcaba. As Navarro starts to go to work, circling out though is Rubalcaba, who might pose a problem with that southpaw stance here, partner. Nice 1-2 there by Navarro.
I like this from Navarro, trying to shorten the distance, trying to get inside, fight from within a foot position. It's really going to need to be a strategy. He has a bit of an unorthodox stance, wide base, and you can see the way he stands there with his hands up above his head, but he has his shoulders open. Maybe he's looking to set up his next attack.
Yeah, staring daggers through Navarro there, and Rubalcaba really effective with that lead jab, but also with the lead hook. We saw it a minute or 2 ago. Kind of fencing-like body shot there, trying to get inside as Navarro ate a big shot as he came in there, Christian, but ate it well.
And many fighters will Many fighters will counter punch after their opponent throws, and it seems as if Luis Rubalcaba was trying to cut his opponent off during his attacks with his counter.
Putting some punches. Navarro putting punches together here. And if Rubalcaba didn't know he was in for a fight against the 1-3-1 Navarro, he don't know! Down goes Rubalcaba, my goodness!
Unang round pa nga lamang po mga idol, ay nakatikim na agad ng bagsik ng kamao ng Pinoy ang mayabang na Amerikano. Bagsak agad sa lona. Gulat na gulat ang kalaban. Hindi lubos akalain na ganito kalakas ang Pinoy.
Wow!
And Todd, I would have said that overhand left dropping Luis. And now Navarro coming in deep, coming in hot. Navarro throwing combinations from every angle.
Navarro out of the Philippines, which has obviously turned out some great fighters, such as the Pac-Man over the years. And Navarro saw this, you could tell, as a huge opportunity. The official there, Corona, checking in with Rubalcaba. Some big shots being thrown by both. Nice shots now, Rubalcaba. The ebb and flow like the Pacific Ocean here on the West Coast, partner.
Rubalcaba showing his speed in counter, showing his vision, his ability to throw punches while being attacked. You see it there again. Every single time Navarro pulls the trigger, Rubalcaba's right there to try to answer before the punch lands.
I think Rubalcaba, as Navarro again gets inside, he's got to do just that, Christian. He's got to find a way to fight at range and establish the jab. But man, oh man, the output, punches and bunches by Navarro going to work.
Yeah, you start to worry for Navarro about the amount of activity that he's putting into the second round. It's worked out for him so far, but if Rubalcaba is able to survive, my goodness, if he's able to survive it, you would think that Navarro would be more tired going into the later rounds.
Navarro starts to circle off and counter punch here. And you're right, utilizing a lot of his gas tank is Navarro, but who could blame him after getting that knockdown? Ate a big shot coming in, but look at that, just keeps moving forward. Incredible.
Yeah, he dropped that left hand just momentarily. Luis saw it, took the opportunities. He has been, certainly the better counter puncher in this fight, and he was able to land big there.
Cornered here, Navarro though clocked him again, big straight, a 1-2 combination to a cornered Rubalcaba. Man, Navarro is throwing just for broke here, partner. He's throwing with reckless abandon.
He really is. He's one of those fighters, looks like he has nothing to lose. He's trying to get a win on the left side of his record there. And it's very impressive to see Navarro be able to break down Luis's counter punches and put some big bombs on him.
Well, did I tell you that Navarro's record not indicative? He's been in there with undefeated opponents before. No different here, but might find a way to win if he can keep this up. But I like the composure of Rubalcaba, but he's got to do something to try and steal this round here. Getting picked apart in the final seconds. And I'll tell you, man, Navarro has got a fire burning in his belly.
Yeah, you can certainly see it.
How do you see it after two?
Well, I mean, to me, it's actually going to be a 2-0, and with that knockdown there, it should be about 20-18. Look at that, 2017 rather.
Why, there was nowhere to go there in the corner for Rubalcaba. He had some nice moments, but you can't argue that you just throw that jab and not follow it up. He's got to start putting some punches together. This is certainly the range that favors Rubalcaba, but man, expect some fireworks from Navarro if he gets the opening.
Nice right hand there by Rubalcaba. Backing up now a little more, using that length, but man, Navarro's so quick, so nimble to be able to get in there and penetrate the defense in the distance. And now Navarro attacking again. Rubalcaba up against the ropes. Navarro eats a huge left hand, Todd.
Referee taking a good look at this. Rubalcaba getting teed off on, and I think being, warned for the hold there inside. But man, oh man, when he blitzes in, does Navarro have some serious thunder? He's got some great hand speed too.
There's no fear at all. Cero Miedo from Navarro as he eats a left there, but he's still coming forward. And you're starting to see some great counterpunching be successful here from Luis Rubalcaba. Yeah. Again, isolated in the corner, backed in is Rubalcaba. He's going to have to somehow fight out, and he does. Repositioning here.
Some nice movement by Rubalcaba, and he caught him with a nice hook. But again, just
on the side there, and you thought that this would be easy work for Luis Rubalcaba, but he's in a fight tonight.
Oh man,
beautiful punch and counter punch.
That was a nice right hook, and now you see the sense of urgency. Now you see the aggression of Rubalcaba seeing his opening. Big lead uppercut by Rubalcaba, he needs really desperately to win this round. He's got under a minute to work here. See if he can do it.
You kind of see from Navarro a switching of stances. Sometimes he comes in a bit more orthodox. I mean, certainly he's a southpaw, but putting his hands right up to guard, and other times widening his shoulders almost in a martial arts stance during these attacks. Very interesting fighter. Yeah,
Navarro, listed as an orthodox fighter. He will change stances. He will literally hit you from all angles. And again, now Rubalcaba finds himself in an absolute storm here again from Navarro. Final seconds here in the third of 4 rounds. Round comes to a close. Who was able to catch him with that big. Expect these guys to leave it all inside the squared circle. I don't think it's in his nature, but if you're Navarro, do you let off on that gas pedal a little bit to not take any unnecessary risks? Do you get on the bicycle? I don't think he will.
No, yeah, I think you make a great point that it just isn't in his nature for Navarro. He continues to press, continues to come forward, and now, the pace of this fight is exactly what Navarro wants. I think maybe perhaps a clash of heads, or what are we seeing here?
Good beat. Referee Ray Corona calls for the resuming of action here, and eats a nice straight shot there, did Navarro. But again, if you're Rubalcaba, you got to bite down on that mouthpiece and pull the pin out of the grenade.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you're starting to see that Navarro smelling blood in the water, knowing if he controls this fourth and final round, it's going to be very difficult for the judges ringside to award the fight against him. And so Navarro continues to press, continues to calculate his attacks, and now blood coming from the mouth of Luis Rubalcaba.
Yeah, you can see that Rubalcaba's accidental headbutt, says Ray Corona. Flash meeting of the minds there, and you can see, though, as you touched on, partner, Rubalcaba wearing a lot of that damage that's been dished out by Navarro throughout the fight.
Yeah, you hate to see an accidental headbutt, but you know, the veteran referee Ray Corona right on top of it, able to note it, and it doesn't look like either fighter is too worse for wear from that headbutt.
Navarro throwing from way down deep. This guy, he's got piston-like shots in tight, but he will throw. He's a home run slugger when he needs to be.
I mean, it's starting to really stream down the face and the nose. I think it's coming from the nose and mouth of Luis Rubalcaba.
Yeah, mouse under the left eye as well from Rubalcaba.
Nice right hand.
Yeah.
This is what we wanted to see from the beginning. Keeping that distance, using the jab to push his opponent away, and then following up with combinations. He did a good job of it in the first round, but in the second and third, I think he was just stunned from the power of Navarro.
Yeah.
Nice. There it is.
He's got precious time left, though. Rubalcaba's got to keep the pedal to the metal here. Probably his best round thus far, and he had some good moments throughout, but it might be too little too late. Depending on, oh my goodness, off of the break! I don't know!
Sa huling minuto nga po ng final round, ay muling naka-score ng knockdown ng ating kababayan. Nakatayo pa naman ito mga idol, pero gayon pa man, humantong pa din ang resulta sa kamay ng mga hurado. At dito nga po ay wagi ang ating kababayan na si Josaphat Navarro.
Knockout late as
30-34, all for your winner by unanimous decision. They call him Big Baby, Josaphat Navarro.
Hindi lubos akalain ng Amerikanong si Luis Rubalcaba na ang Pinoy na kanilang minaliit ang siya palang magbibigay ng kauna-unahang talo sa malinis nitong karlaban. Isa ang batang ito na tubong Puerto Princesa City, Palawan, ang inabangan at bagong prospect ng Pilipinas. May bangis at lakas sa ibabaw ng lona at pwedeng maging isang world champion balang araw. Isang undefeated na boksingero at tinaguriang The Technician dahil sa likas na galing nito sa pakikipagbasagan ng muka ng light flyweight division na si Jacil Trinidad. May kasalukuyang kartada na 11 panalo, 6 ay tinapos sa pamamagitan ng knockout. At kung saan hawak ng ating bida ang Philippine Boxing Federation light flyweight title. Nang talunin nito ang isa nating kababayan na si Roland Eco via 4th round knockout noong October 5, 2023.
It's a shot to the body. It's a shot to the body. Echo's fighting in pain. It's going to be over. A shot to the body. And it's Trinidad fight.
3 buwan lang ang nakalipas mga idol. Nito lamang November 11, 2023 ay muling sumabak ang ating bida para idepensa ang kanyang hawak na titulo. Kontra nga po sa pambato ng Balingasan Misamis Oriental, ang tinaguriang Golden Boy dahil sa lakas ng mga suntok nito na may 88.89% knockout percentage na si Elden Ginahon. Naganap ang kanilang sagupaan sa Bernardo Park Covered Court, Quezon City. White with red trunks ang ating bida, blue trunks naman ang kalabang si Ginahon. Unang minuto nga po ng round mga idol, palitan ng matatalim na jab ang dalawang boksingero. Naging maganda ang palitan ng mabibigat na suntok ang magkalaban, kung saan parehong gustong makakuha ng impresibong panalo. Kamao sa kamao, pangil sa pangil ang laban, matira matibay, bigay todo na kahit unang round pa lang ng laban. Dahil nga po sa mga kombinasyong binibitawan ng ating bida at tumatama ng solido sa kalabang si Ginahon, ay napayakap na lang ito dahil sa mga pinsalang natamo nito. At brutal na maituturing ang pagwasak ng ating bida sa walang magawa kundi mukbangin ng mga solidong suntok na binibitawan ni Trinidad kay Eldin Ginahon.
Ayaw na dapat, grabe.
Tila natulala ang referee sa kombinasyon ng ating bida. Bugbog na ang kalaban, ay hindi pa nito inihihinto ang laban. Kaya naman, ilang mga solidong suntok pa ang natamo ni Ginahon bago pa ito awatin.
Ayaw na dapat, grabe.
At dito nga po mga idol, ay wagi ang ating bida via first round technical knockout at naidepensa nito ang hawak nitong titulong Philippine Boxing Federation Light Flight. Matapos nga po ang masakit na pagkatalo sa kamay ng halimaw ng Japan na si Naoya Inoue via third round knockout, ang ating kababayan noong June 2021 ay muling bumalik ng mas malakas at nakapagtala pa nga ng 3 magkakasunod na panalo. Ang tubong pili Camarines Sur, ang tinaguriang hot and spicy ng Philippine boxing, ito'y walang iba kundi si Michael Dasmariñas. Nakasagupa ng Pinoy sa bakbakang ito ang tinaguriang El Bupalo ng bansang Panama na si George Sanchez na may kartadang 19 na panalo, 10 ay tinapos sa pamamagitan ng knockout at may 7 talo na naganap sa British Territory, Lion Center, Georgetown, Cayman Island. Sa laban nga na ito mga idol, ipinakita ng Pinoy na hindi porket dayo ay dehado. Ipinakita ng ating kababayan na si Michael Dasmariñas ang bagsik ng Pinoy pagdating sa ibabaw ng lona.
One or two little signs early in the second round that Dasmariñas, who composed himself, if you remember, when he went back to his corner, has now totally tuned in to the fight zone itself, live here on Fight Zone, and he's starting to make the class show. Roared on by this raucous Filipino support here tonight. This is like being in Manila on a big title fight. Dasmariñas gets to work. I felt it had to happen. Suddenly he starts to back Sanchez up. Sanchez might pay for all the early energy expended here. He was menacing a lot of those punches thrown by Dasmariñas, and they're quite chilling. They're hurtful punches, very well executed, and suddenly there's not a lot coming back. Dasmariñas shifting the plot line immediately in this second round in very impressive fashion. As if to say, well done Sonny, but don't mess with me. This is a home away from home for me. And I've seen the nod of the head there by Sanchez. Great shot. There's a bit of blood around as well.
Yeah. A result of all those punches, and credit to him for taking all of them, but they aren't doing him any favors.
They're not doing him any favors. You're quite right to say that, Russell. Calm and efficient, but suddenly cutting in every sense. Dasmariñas. Double left hook, if you please. Yes, Sanchez is an easy target, but the thrilling accuracy of some of this work in the second round is taking one's breath away here. Crowd are absolutely loving this. It looked good all around the hall here. Sanchez, for once, goes back onto the ropes. Desmarinas might be tempted to go for it here a little bit. Sanchez is in a bit of trouble for me. And he did just the right thing in getting out of that corner. Good work from Sanchez again. Desmarinas is throwing the eye-catching shots, but Sanchez is refusing to allow Desmarinas to think he's made a big breakthrough. Talk about hands of stone. Roberto Duran from Panama. This kid has got a heart of absolute granite. It just will not break off. He got into his flow in this round because of the two halts in the action. And Sanchez immediately starts to put the head in where that cut is and try to put a bit of panic into the mind of Desmarinas. As experienced as he is, he shouldn't be panicked, but you never know. It's worth a try if you're Sanchez. And more of a premium than ever in this really good fight tonight for Desmarinas to keep on boxing. Back in right hand, and again. And yet again, Sanchez is just walking through it. Desmarinas is coming on strong. And for once, Sanchez doesn't look so strong. And he's static on the rope. Donovan Boucher's taking a closer look. It's a brilliant stoppage from the referee. A brilliant victory.
Ang tubong Antipolo City Rizal at tinaguri ang The Silent Beast ng Philippine Boxing na si Gino Rodrigo, kung saan nakaharap nito ang Puerto Rican fighter na si Macho Gonzalez. Nito lamang March 8, 2025. Round 1.
Seconds of the very first round, he is the Silent Beast, Gino Rodrigo. That's it for Matthew Gonzalez. He'll be back. Certainly want to thank everyone for coming.
Tubong General Santos City, walang iba kundi ang 24 anyos na tirador ng mga Haponesang round girl na si Vince Paras. At ang pinaka-latest fight nga nitong ating kababayang si Vince Paras, mga idol, ay nito lamang February 16, 2025, kung saan nakasagupa nito ang pambato ng bansang India na si Muhammad Shamim, na may kartadang 6 na panalo, 2 ay tinapos nito via knockout at may 5 talo. Kaya naman, ating silipin mga idol ang naging highlights na mainit ng kanilang bakbakan.
Petinju lebih agresif. Pertarungan yang berbeza dengan pertarungan pertama seperti tadi yang kita lihat. Ada 2 petinju tempatan. Ini adalah 2 petinju antarabangsa. Kami cuba dengan sekali lagi kombinasi hook kiri dan kanan. Kami tak berhasil. yang dapat kita lihat di sini adalah Faras meletakkan kedua tangannya untuk mengawal ke beliau daripada diserang. Karena tundukan hook yang tidak dilepaskan oleh Syamim. Ada sampai tidak atau tidak?
Tidak habis.
Dari dua petinju masih lagi mencuba daripada Faras. Faras nampak mempunyai teknik dan juga taktik yang lebih cemas berbanding dengan Muhammad Syamim.
Dia mungkin
melakukan serangan balik pinggang dengan daripada Syamim ke sudut gelanggang.
Setelah dia kena satu pukulan tadi, dia mengawal keadaan ni. Ya, safe sekarang ni. Ya, itu satu kebukaan Muhammad Syamim. Paras
Tangan kiri dan kemudiannya melepaskan dengan tangan kanan. Mencuba dengan untuk serangan sebagian perut pula tak berhasil.
Kalau kita tengok daripada Muhammad Syamim ni kurang agresif sikit.
Menatap
Mungkin kepenatan dia.
Jatuh pada pusingan yang kedua tadi. Begitu ada lagi sisa-sisa penyuangan dan juga tenaga yang sedang dia dengan satu tangan kanan.
Malaysia.
Sabay lang!
Nagtapos ang kanilang laban mga idol sa pangatlong round ng kanilang bakbakan, kung saan pinatumba ng Pinoy ang Indian fighter, at dahil sa mga suntok na sinalo at pinsalang natamo, nagpasya ang third man in the ring na itigil na ang laban. Dito ay wagi ang ating pambatong si Vince Paras via third round technical knockout. At residente ngayon ng Mandawi City, Cebu, ang tinaguriang dahok ng Philippine boxing na si Rodel Wencelasco kontra sa tay na kalaban na si Acharia Wirijana Sinubol. Ito ay naganap nito lamang March 8, 2025. Halina't ating silipin mga idol kung anong laban ang ipinakita dito ng ating kababayang si Rodel Wencelasco.
This is the last fight of this evening. It's Rodel Wenceslao versus defend his belt here. Is the current WBF Australasia welterweight champion of the world, and they're now gunning for the WBF International Championship of the world. Once again, round 12 po. Scheduled round 12 ng ating fight dito ngayon. Right now, Nino, both fighters are still trying to find their way. Hindi naman yung natatsahan pa yan. Both fighters engaging the 13 minutes ating fight time also. Alam natin na experience talaga ang dalawang fighters na ito. Nakatawagin sa katawan, hindi nagkakalayo. Oo, sila si Wirijana Sinubol o Acharia. Medyo maganda tong laban na to, ha. As you can see ninyo, walang kumpiyansa pa rin, eh. Rodel Wenceslao still finding that move. Kung ano yung laro nitong Acharia. Congratulating pa rin itong dalawang fighter na. Oo, exactly there. Again, this is scheduled for 12, so no need to rush. So far sa lahat ng fight na nakita ko, ito lang yung match talaga yung katawan. Oo, exactly. On this last fight kasi medyo matangkad talaga siya. Matangkad siya doon. May advantage talaga siya. But ngayon, 2 inch lang yung difference sa height. But the build of the body, of course, hindi nagkakalayo talaga. Oo. Again, this is super welterweight. Now attacking. And the crowd is very silent here. They want some blood. Mamaya, mahaba pa itong ating fight dito. Scheduled for good once again.
Philippines. Round 2 scheduled for 12. 147 pounds. Hindi lang natin kaalam gaano ba malakas yun.
Second round once again. With their WBF International Championship. Gusto ng mga taga-Masbate, taga-Kawayan, Masbate. Malalaki, saka malalakas din ng mga fighters. Hindi sure in the middle part of this fight. Gusto ito ng mga fans natin.
Oo, nagkakatamaan na. Hindi gusto talaga nila.
This is now going to the lower part. Both fighters trying to move. By Acharia. Pasok naman ito si Wenceslao.
Oo, medyo sa katawan siya talaga pumupunta.
Ito sa sapatos ni Acharia, kupit din eh.
Maikat. Di ba? Parang
Parang lang.
but it's a boxing shoe. That's for sure.
Round 2 once again.
Scheduled for 12.
Doon.
Wala pa rin. Pa-isa-isa lang. Both fighters. Pa-isa-isa lang.
Oo.
Walang kumpiyansa pa rin sa dalawa kasi yan detect the
Mayor. Edgar.
of Kawayan municipality. And of course, Vice Mayor Esther Vinson. Pa-isa-isa lang. Oo.
Connecta doon, no? But, sabi mo, coach, may isa-isa lang. Ito both fighters natin dito ngayon. End of the second.
Versus Acharia Wirujina Sunubul of Thailand. Our visitor here in Masbate. Round 3 of 12 po dito sa ating gabing ito. Last fight natin. The main event.
Up for grabs, the WBF International Championship belt for our welterweight division.
147 pounds for both fighters. The Thailander in the backwards.
Oh, good combination right there for Acharia of Thailand. Good defense. Oh, pero maganda yung depensa.
Depensa din. Wenceslao. Kumonek pa siya doon.
Nakahabol.
May asking sa likod. Itong si Acharia.
Yeah, yung headbutt.
Headbutt.
You need to be careful on that one.
Strong left by Acharia. Bawi naman ang atake itong si Rodel Wenceslao.
Acharia Nino, a former WBC Asia champion to.
Kaya pala solid din yung kanyang pinapakita dito.
Again, we'd like also to thank SB Richard Arsenal for providing a star link, ex-office member of the Sangguniang Palalawigan, and also the President for Provincial Liga ng Bayan.
Maraming salamat po. provide sa atin ng internet connection.
Oh, good! Counter there by Acharia. But sabi ni Rodel, wala lang daw, pero then again, tumatama eh.
Is to be careful, puntos din yun.
Oo. Acharia, wala talagang kumpiyansa after that 1 foot forward. Atras agad eh. Ayaw niya magkumpiyansa sa mga kamao ni Rodel Wenceslao, was the current WBF Austro-Asian.
So, both fighters, may belt sila dito po.
Oo. Hindi, isa lang. Ito si Rodel. Former lang.
Former lang rather. Ito si Acharia.
Yeah, our referee said, watch out lang kayo sa headbutt. Pangit kasi baka ma-stop natin early.
10 seconds.
Magiging draw yan. Pag ganun. May mga accidental headbutt. Ang layo pa namang ng Thailand sa Masbate.
Fifth round. Rodel Wenceslao versus Acharia Virujana Sunubul. Fifth round pala rather. Adulas. Itong si Acharia. Solid punches by Wenceslao. A good exchange from both fighters.
Oh, good counter punch for Acharia. This guy is good as advertised.
Medyo namumula na. Ito si Acharia ngayon.
Oh, he has a career of 15 wins and 5 losses. He lost on his last fight dun sa Bangkok. A technical knockout around round 3 against Ping Tai Nang.
Matapos nga po ang umaatikabong bakbakan mga idol, ay bigla na lamang pong napaluhod ng Thai na kalaban sa pang-apat na round ng kanilang bakbakan, at dito nga ay nagpasya na ang third man in the ring na itigil na ang laban.
Uy, Acharia. Napayuko dito. Holding his left foot.
Oo, medyo na-ankle injury siya.
Dito nga mga idol ay wagi ang ating kababayan via 4th round technical knockout, at nakamit nito ang World Boxing Foundation International Welterweight title.
So round number 4, we have a winner by a technical knockout, and now the new PBF International Champion in the welterweight division, Rodel "The Hulk" Wenceslao.